The kind of tragedy that happened in New Orleans is really possible anywhere that cars can get into areas where pedestrians gather. And that means safety and security are on the minds of city leaders everywhere.
Well, there is security that's more visible, like armed law enforcement, but there's another kind that some may find as an afterthought. And 9 News Investigates' Kevin Vaughn is looking into how Colorado keeps pedestrian-friendly spaces safe. Kevin?
Tom and Kim, let's call it safety through urban design. It's an effort to create places that welcome pedestrians but pose barriers to motor vehicles. Outside the stadium where the Broncos play, boulders and steel stanchions line a walkway for fans headed to their seats. Along Larimer Street, a row of bollards separates a now closed section of roadway from cars and trucks. And at the federal courthouse, more posts, all with the same idea: create barriers that simultaneously welcome pedestrians and keep out motor vehicles.
It's really unfortunate we have to think about that at all. We wish we didn't. We certainly wish we weren't having even this conversation right now because of it.
Lauren Simpson is Arvada's mayor. Her city created a pedestrian-friendly area in Old Town during the pandemic, then decided to make it permanent. Raised curbs and other barriers are designed to keep everyday motorists out, but let in emergency equipment like fire trucks.
This is something that we need to account for, and this is something we thought of from the very beginning when we decided to do this.
Now the city is in the process of making more changes, with the twin goal of welcoming pedestrians and preventing tragedy.
But as we go to redesign some of these elements, we're working with architects on this now to be able to install permanent ones that perhaps can go up and down. So we're analyzing a lot of those options to be able to make this as safe an environment as possible.
Arvada's barriers have already come through once. A couple years ago, a motorist accidentally drove into the area reserved for pedestrians, and those higher curbs stopped that vehicle. Live in the studio, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Well, it all makes sense as part of the planning process. So thank you, Kevin.